Peachy.
Hello, my beautiful peaches, and welcome to a Sailor Moon video. Yay! I guess you could call this a crystal cast since we are talking about Sailor Moon Crystal news. And that is that Sailor Moon Crystal Season 4 has officially been confirmed to be 2 theatrical movies. That is the news, and that is about the only news we have, but it is news nevertheless. Sorry I didn't make this earlier, by the way. I was really sick this entire past week, and the last thing I wanted to do was get on camera and make a video. I did give my initial thoughts over on Twitter on the day of, as soon as I heard the news, so make sure you're following me at Aurora Peachy on Twitter, because that is going to be, no matter what my video schedule is, you're always going to get the very first news over there on Twitter. So, yeah, Sailor Moon Crystal Season 4. It's going to be 2 theatrical movies released in Japan. We have no idea if it's going to be also released in other countries. Is it going to be simulcast? Are we going to get it later? Is it going to be released as a web series? Are they going to split it up into episodes? None of that we know. None of that we know. All we know, it's 2 movies released theatrically in Japan. No date. Nothing. That's all we know. We do also know that it is going to be directed by the same woman who directed the 3rd season of the anime. So it is going to have that art style. Some people are happy about this, some people aren't. I love both of the art styles. Personally, I love the art style of Season 3 because it's a huge throwback to the 90s anime. It brings back a lot of nostalgia for me. I really enjoyed the bright colors and just the... I loved everything about the style of Season 3. So I am I'm happy that it's going to be that. I would have also been happy if they would have gone back to the 1st season style. So... you know, that part of it doesn't really matter to me. I'm gonna love it either way. But yeah, I'm happy that it's going to be in that 3rd season style. As far as the fact of it being 2 movies, I am kind of in the middle on this. I'm not thrilled that it's going to be 2 movies over a series, but I'm not necessarily like super upset about it. There's goods and bads to it, both ways. If it was, well, let's focus on what it's going to be. It's going to be 2 movies. Since they're being released theatrically, the animation quality is going to be higher. There's going to be a bigger budget put into, you know, a theatrical release rather than a web series, which is what we've gotten. So the animation quality, the visual, you know, aspect of it is going to be better. We saw that even in the 90s anime. The movies that were released were of a higher quality than the TV series. So I think I think it's safe to say that we have that to look forward to. So that obviously makes me very happy. As far as the fact of it being 2 movies over a series, the downside, and this has kind of already been ruined for me as a series, the consistency. A Sailor Moon anime is, it's kind of cursed in my eyes, to being inconsistent. In the 90s anime, the animation style, the animation director, was different from episode to episode. One episode we would get this absolutely beautiful, perfect, in my eyes, and this is all up to opinion, of course, we got this perfect, beautiful version of the characters drawn very, just, in my eyes, perfect. And then the very next episode, they'll be drawn very round and very, like, in my opinion, sloppily. And I just don't like those episodes. I don't like that animation style. So that's always been something that's irked me. Like, why can't we have, you know, an entire Sailor Moon series that is consistent animation all the way through? All the characters are always drawn the same, and it's just, boom, it's consistent. I didn't get that with the original 90s anime. You know, throughout the first 2 seasons of Sailor Moon Crystal, I thought, yay, we're finally going to get a consistent series. It's going to be the same from start to end. And then even then, just slightly, the animation would change. Either they would outsource an episode, or, you know, it would be a different animation director. Towards the end of season 2 of Sailor Moon Crystal, you know, we had certain episodes that, like, half of the episode, the animation was just mind-blowing, and then the second half, it would be not that great. It would be back to normal for Sailor Moon Crystal. And so there was these inconsistencies. And then when we went to season 3, you know, the art style changed completely. And also, we had the naming scheme for the series. When the second season came around, they didn't call it, you know, Sailor Moon R or Sailor Moon Season 2 or Dark Moon or Black Moon or what, you know, whatever there's no change to the name of it. And then when Season 3 came around, the official name of Season 3 was Sailor Moon Crystal Season 3. When everyone thought it should have been Infinity, including myself. I would have loved it if it was called Sailor Moon Crystal Infinity. You know, but they called it Season 3 for some reason, when there was no Season 1 or Season 2. Like, that wasn't just what they called it, like, that was the name. The official title of that season was Season 3, and it just made no sense. So I don't know why Sailor Moon is cursed with these inconsistencies, and this just makes it even worse. You have these episodic webisodes, basically, simulcast all over the world, and then for Season 4, it's 2 movies? It just irks me to death, and I'm like, why can we not have consistency between the seasons? So this just adds to the inconsistencies that we've already seen in Sailor Moon Crystal that we've had from the 90s anime series, which at least was 200 episodes, 3 movies. That part of it was nice and consistent. You know, so that part bothers me. But at the same time, because it's already been inconsistent, that's what makes me not like super overly upset that it's not consistent, that it's not webisodes. So I'm just kind of like, at this point, I'm like, you know what, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna enjoy it for what it is. You know, I'm very accepting of that. So you know, no matter what, I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna enjoy it, I'm gonna love it. And who knows, maybe they will release it theatrically in Japan, and then a couple months later, maybe they'll actually split it up into episodes, slap an opening and an ending on there, and release it worldwide as you know, episodes. They could do something like that. I think something like that is best case scenario. I don't know what they're actually going to do. I am not hoping for like a worldwide theatrical simultaneous release. I don't think that's going to happen. That would be great if it did. But my hope for best case is that they actually split it up a month or two after the theatrical release. This also brings into the question, and I've already gotten this question, Peachy, how are you going to react? What are your videos going to be like with it being 2 movies? And honestly, I can't answer that until it actually releases and we see how it's going to release. If it comes out theatrically in Japan first, I imagine there's going to be, you know, some bootleg recordings of it. I do not watch those. That's just, if that comes out first, then I will not be watching it. You will not be seeing a reaction video until there is some kind of, you know, digital release. I guess whether officially or unofficially, but someone like holding a camera up to the screen, no, I do not watch those. I don't know if we get a fan sub, if, you know, but it has to be like an original, you know, digital version of it. I don't know what to call that. You know what I mean? It has to be something like that for me to watch it. So it's going to all depend on how this is released. If we know that it's going to be released first in theaters and then it's going to be split up into episodes, then, you know, then I'll do a reaction to each episode just like normal. I don't know if that means they're going to be released all at once or once a week. We'll just kind of have to cross that bridge when it comes, you know, and kind of make that decision when we find out more about how it's going to be released around the world. So, you know, I'm not going to go to Japan to watch it in the theater. If it's a simultaneous release worldwide in the theater, that would be actually really unfortunate as well, because what am I going to do? Take a camera to the theater and try to record my reaction to it? Like, I simply can't do that. I won't do that. So, I don't know. I think as far as reaction videos goes, worst case scenario would be a simultaneous worldwide release. in theaters, because then I literally wouldn't be able to record my reaction to it. And at the same time, I don't think I could wait. If it's in theaters, like, I'm gonna go see it, you know, to support it, and I wouldn't be able to record my reaction. So in that case, it would probably be something like I would just have to come back and give you my review of it, and I would hate to do that, because I truly want to record my reaction to it first time for you guys, but we're gonna have to see. The only other question that that this poses, this whole thing, is what does this mean for Sailor Stars? Is Stars also going to be a movie? Is it going to be a two-part movie? Is it going to be episodes? You know, what's that going to be like? I hear that the Stars manga arc is shorter than Super S. Like, Super S makes sense to be 2 movies, whereas Stars is shorter, so maybe that would be 1 longer movie. I would hate for it to be... I mean, I want this experience to last. I would hate for, you know, for Sailor Stars to be 1 single movie, you know, 2 hours and we're done, and then that's Stars, you know? Like, I want the experience to be, to be laid out over multiple months, even if it's, you know, 1 episode a week. I love that anticipation. I love the cliffhangers. I love, you know, making it last longer. We've been waiting so long for this. I would hate for it to be over in 2 hours. You know what I mean? So I guess in that aspect, I'm happy that that Super S, season 4 dream, whatever you want to call it. I'm kind of glad that that is, it's split into 2 movies. So then we have that, you know, the gap between the 2 where we get to be excited, you know, and who knows, again, maybe it'll be split into episodes that we can watch every week. So we're just gonna have to wait and see, but there's my opinions on the news. As soon as there's more news, I will make another video and let you guys know my opinions and bring that news to you guys. But of course, again, my first initial reactions will always be on Twitter, so you can follow me over there at Aurora Peachy, and everything else is down below in the description. I actually did do a day 1 kind of little discussion over on Twitch, where I stream every Tuesday to Saturday, so that's another place that you can go to if you want to catch those initial reactions. But it's been a couple days. My opinion really hasn't changed. And so I see good and bad in this, you know, I always like to see the positives and the negatives, but no matter what, I'm gonna love it, and I'm excited for more Sailor Moon Crystal, and I hope you guys are too. So thank you guys once again for submitting your questions, your Sailor Moon questions. I want to do Sailor Moon Q&As as well as everything else Q&As. So this is another chance for you guys to add your Sailor Moon questions down in the comments of this video. I'm going to collect the best of those and do a Sailor Moon Q&A. I want to start those back up. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you for all of your love. Shout out to my supporters over on Patreon. You guys are awesome. Have a beautiful Peachy day. Take care, guys. Mwah.